What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Blues TV and welcome to your official review for Norwich City 2, Chelsea 3. It's our first win of the season. We finally got the 3 points on the board, but Norwich City made it hard for us and we knew they were going to do that. Norwich are an attacking team. They're not the same as many other promoted sides and they don't play the same way that you'd expect a promoted side to play. They're the sort of side that will try and find your weaknesses. They'll try to pinpoint them and they'll try and test you. First 20 minutes, we dominated, but whenever Norwich came forward with a threat. We got the first goal off Tammy Abraham. They came straight forward and equalised straight after. Mason Mount scored, they came straight forward and they equalised after that. And they made it hard for us. They always kept themselves in the game. Going forward, they were always a threat. And defensively, errors started to show yet again. Norwich were hitting us on the counter-attack. It's been yet another problem that we've seen this season. But the one thing I'll say about the defence that was different, in the second half, we actually improved. Over the last 2 league games, the one constant that we've seen is that the more we progress in the game, the more tired we get, the more we start to take ourselves out of it, and the more the opposition starts to gain an influence on the game and they start to dominate. This game, it was kind of a bit different. It was a lot more even in the first half. I was still dominating, but Norwich had their chance and they made us work for it. Second half, it was a lot more Chelsea. We were a lot more solid defensively. Going forward, there was still issues. In the midfield, we were still a bit too easy on them and they were just dribbling through our midfield at times, but for the most part we were solid. But as we expect, there are going to be issues and there are going to still be a lot of holes that need to be done. There are still going to be a lot more holes that need to be dealt with. One of them being the defence. Zuma and Christensen still need to improve together. Zuma, again, had a much more solid second half. In the first half, he was shaky. He was very shaky. As for Laqueta, credit to him because he's had a lot of stick over the last couple of games. He came out with a very good assist for Tammy Abraham on the first. And Tammy Abraham, yet again, silencing his critics with 2 brilliant goals today. I feel a bit bad that I'm not even giving him my personal man the match award because he had a brilliant game today, but I can't ignore Mateo Kovacic, and I think Kovacic gave us the strength that we needed in midfield. The way he played the ball out of pressure, the way he played the ball out of situations of pressure time and time again. His dribbling is one of his key assets and it just showed so many times today. We saw all of the positives of Mateo Kovacic and it was something that we didn't see as much of last season. Yes, granted, there were still plenty of chances where he probably should have gone for the shot, but for the most part, he was doing a great job in midfield. He was the one driving the ball forward. He was the one pulling the ball away from a situation where there are 2 or 3 Norwich players trying to press him because he's got the skill to be able to get out of a situation like that. And there are quality players in the squad. Jorginho, I will be real, I think his passing could have been a little bit better today, but for the most part, well, for some of the part, it was still alright. I'm not going to say he had a bad performance. I think the only issues, if I'm nitpicking, I'd have to say Ross Barkley today. I don't think he had that much of an impact in midfield. I think too many times he was second guessing himself. He'd get the ball and he'd slow down the attack because he'd start having panic attacks and then he wouldn't make the right decision. You need to be quicker in the Premier League and we know that, and he hasn't got that in him right now. Pulisic as well, I thought he didn't have as much of an impact as we'd want him to have in the game, but those are the only 2 real negative points. Other than that, it's a really good performance. I'm really happy with the way the team's played. But guys, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Let me know if you agree or disagree with any of my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Blues TV. All social media links will be down in the description below for Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter and Instagram. And don't forget to check out my matchday vlog that will be out later. Let's see what happens next week. Let's take it on to Sheffield United. We've got our first win. Now we need to start building on it. Let's start building the momentum and let's start getting those wins that we need to start building up on. Let's see what happens next week. Up the Chelsea.
I am Sophie Rose.
And I'm Lewis Gebre-Selassie and we are your new presenters for Blues TV for the upcoming season.
So make sure you click the subscribe button and keep watching.